You will be absolutely amazed at what happens when you place a simple plastic bottle inside your toilet tank. A world-class hotel maintenance expert shared this brilliant high-end trick with me. To begin this viral transformation, take a clean bowl and add the ingredients to make the mixture. The first key ingredient in this professional trick is a high-quality fabric softener. Choose one with a signature scent you truly love. Just one capful of this aromatic liquid is all you need. Comment below with your city. Let's see where everyone's watching from. But that's not all. To significantly enhance the overall effect and cleaning power, we are adding a large spoonful of pure baking soda. Now let's add a fresh, ripe lemon. This specific ingredient is absolutely essential for the reaction we want. Lemon is naturally antibacterial, fights stubborn mineral smells, and drastically enhances the cleaning power of the entire mixture. Simply squeeze out every single drop of that fresh juice and add it directly into the bottle with the rest. Comment yes if you're going to try this at home. Next, pour in a full glass of room temperature water. You will notice that we are not filling the bottle all the way to the top. There is a very specific technical reason for that. We are leaving a small amount of space for our next step, which is exactly what makes this trick work perfectly every time you use it. Once all of these powerful ingredients are inside the container, close the bottle cap as tightly as possible and turn it upside down. Now take a small pin or a sharp nail and very carefully puncture a tiny, precise hole in the top of the bottle. This little invisible hole is the master key to this entire viral trick. Your guests will be absolutely amazed at how fresh your bathroom smells, and they will be begging you to tell them your secret. The best part? This trick is completely customizable to your taste. Just switch out the fabric softener for a different scent whenever you want a brand new fragrance in your home. Now it is finally time to put this miracle solution to use. Lift the heavy lid off your toilet tank and carefully place the prepared bottle inside, ensuring the hole is facing downward toward the water. Here is where the real magic happens. Every single time you flush, the water pressure causes the mixture to slowly release into the tank, instantly freshening your bathroom with a clean, pleasant, and inviting scent. The best natural remedy for nail fungus is aloe vera, and today you're going to learn a powerful step-by-step method that can completely restore your nails and bring them back to life. This is not just a simple home remedy. This is a complete natural treatment process that targets fungus, repairs damaged nails, and improves overall nail health from the root. Make sure you watch this till the end, because the final steps and bonus tips will make a huge difference in your results. Let's begin. First, we take a fresh aloe vera leaf. Always try to use a fresh leaf because it contains the highest amount of active healing compounds. Aloe vera is known worldwide for its powerful antifungal, antibacterial, and skin-repairing properties. It doesn't just work on the surface. It goes deep into the skin and helps repair damage from within. Now we pour water over the stem of the aloe vera and let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. This step might look simple, but it's extremely important. It helps activate the plant's natural enzymes and makes the gel more concentrated. When the gel becomes more active, it works faster and gives better results. After waiting, we carefully peel the aloe vera leaf and remove the outer green layer. Inside, you will see a clear, thick gel. This is the most valuable part of the plant. This is where all the power lies. This gel contains more than 200 active ingredients, including vitamins A, C, E, and B complex, along with minerals like zinc and magnesium, and essential amino acids. These nutrients are incredibly beneficial for your nails. They help kill fungus, reduce swelling, and speed up the healing process. Aloe vera also helps regenerate damaged skin and nails. If your nails are weak, brittle, or discolored, this step is going to be very important for you. Another major benefit is improved blood circulation. When blood flow increases, nutrients reach your nails faster, which helps them grow stronger and healthier. At the same time, aloe vera creates a protective layer on the skin that prevents bacteria, dirt, and infection from entering again. Now we take this fresh gel and put it into a mixing bowl. Next, we beat the gel until it becomes smooth and slightly foamy. This step improves the texture and makes the gel easier to apply. More importantly, it helps release the healing compounds more effectively, so your skin can absorb them better. When the gel becomes light and even, it spreads easily over the nails and surrounding skin, giving you maximum coverage. Now we carefully pour this whipped aloe vera gel into a clean container. Next, we add 30 ml of olive oil. Olive oil is not just an extra ingredient. It plays a very important role in this remedy. It enhances the power of aloe vera and makes the treatment even more effective. It deeply nourishes the skin around your nails and prevents dryness. Dry skin often leads to cracks and infections, so keeping it soft is very important. Olive oil also strengthens the nail structure and prevents chipping and breaking. If your nails are weak or thin, this step will help restore their strength. It is rich in vitamins A, E, and K, which further support nail growth and improve blood circulation. Now we add 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is one of the most powerful natural healing ingredients. It has strong anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. It improves blood microcirculation, which means it helps nutrients travel deeper into the skin and reach the problem area faster. It also soothes the skin, reduces irritation, and removes redness. If your nails or surrounding skin are inflamed, this will help calm everything down. Now mix all the ingredients thoroughly until you get a smooth and consistent mixture. Once done, place this mixture in the refrigerator for a few hours. Cooling the mixture helps stabilize the ingredients and makes the remedy more refreshing and effective during application. At this point, take a moment and comment below which country you are watching from. I always love seeing where everyone is from. Now let's move to the next part of the process. Take the aloe vera peel and cut it into medium-sized pieces, then place them into a bowl. Now take half a lemon and cut it into slices. Lemon is very useful because it has natural cleansing and antifungal properties. It helps remove dirt, reduces odor, and creates an environment where fungus cannot survive easily. Now place the lemon slices into a pot. Next, add 1 tablespoon of cloves. Cloves are extremely powerful when it comes to improving nail health. They help speed up cell renewal, which means your nails repair themselves faster and grow stronger. Cloves also have natural antibacterial properties that protect your nails from further infection. Now add 1 liter of cold water into the pot. Place the pot on the stove and let it boil for about 5 minutes. As the water heats up, all the ingredients release their active compounds into the liquid. This creates a strong natural treatment solution that works deeply on the skin. After boiling, pour the water into a bowl and let it cool slightly. You can add a little cold water to make it comfortable for your feet. Now we begin the application. Place your feet into the bowl and keep them soaked for about 15 to 20 minutes. This step is very important because it allows the active ingredients to penetrate deep into the skin and nails. During this time, the solution works on softening the skin, opening the pores, and preparing your nails to absorb the main treatment. After soaking, remove your feet and gently dry them with a clean towel. Now take the aloe vera mixture and apply it directly onto your nails and the surrounding skin. Make sure you cover the entire area properly so that every part receives the treatment. For even better results, wrap the treated area with a soft gauze or cloth. This step helps lock the moisture and keeps the product in place for a longer time. It also improves absorption, allowing the ingredients to work deeper and more effectively. Leave this compress on for about 2 to 3 hours. The longer it stays, the better the results will be. You can store the remaining mixture in the refrigerator for up to 7 days and use it daily. Apply this remedy every day for 1 week. Within a few days, you will begin to notice visible improvements. Your nails will start looking cleaner, smoother, and healthier. By the end of the week, they will feel stronger and more resistant to damage. Now here are some bonus tips that will boost your results even more. Always keep your nails clean and dry. Fungus grows faster in moisture, so dryness is very important. Avoid wearing tight or closed shoes for long hours, especially if your feet sweat a lot. Try to give your feet some fresh air daily. This helps reduce moisture and improves overall skin health. If possible, trim your nails regularly and keep them short. This prevents fungus from spreading further. And most importantly, stay consistent. Natural remedies work best when used regularly. This method not only removes fungus but also improves blood circulation, strengthens your nails, repairs damaged skin, and protects against future infections. If you found this helpful, don't forget to share your feedback. Your support helps bring more powerful natural remedies like this. Razor sharp in 1 minute. Every home needs one, but nobody makes them. Hello, it's great to see you again on the Clever Tricks channel. Have you ever wondered, should knives be sharpened horizontally or vertically? What sharpening stone or tool is most effective? Don't worry, today I'm going to reveal a super simple trick that doesn't require any professional skills. In just 2 minutes, your dull knife will be as sharp as new. It's really convenient and anyone can do it. Cooking 3 meals a day for the whole year inevitably leads to dull knives. Anyone who has ever used a dull knife to cook will understand. Ingredients are difficult to cut, it takes more time, and the dish tastes less flavorful and looks less appealing. For example, when cutting ginger, tomatoes, or cucumbers, if the knife isn't sharp, the slices will be uneven and rough, looking unappetizing. To ensure a dish is perfect in color, aroma, and flavor, the knife must be very sharp, and the cutting must be precise. Even better, this method doesn't require spending money on sharpening or buying whetstones, and it effectively removes rust, leaving your knives shiny and sharp like new. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Let's discover this amazing tip together right now. I guarantee you'll be surprised and will use it for years to come. First, prepare some toothpaste and squeeze out about 3 centimeters of it onto the blade of the knife. Next, prepare a soft bristled toothbrush. Apply toothpaste evenly to the blade. In addition to surfactants that increase shine, toothpaste also contains a special substance called silver coating, which provides excellent friction. When sharpening knives in combination with this product, the effectiveness is doubled. Just apply it evenly like that, set the knife aside, and leave it. Next, take a suitable sized ceramic bowl or plate with a rough bottom from around the house and turn it upside down like this. The raised bottom part has a rough, very hard surface, acting like a whetstone. The advantage is that every household has one, no need to buy it separately. Next, put a little salt at the bottom of the bowl, then add a little white vinegar. Stir well with your finger, and then apply evenly to the bottom of the bowl where you sharpen your knives. Salt activates the steel and vinegar softens it, making sharpening the knife much easier. Next, begin sharpening the knife. Place the blade against the bottom edge of the bowl, applying even pressure in one direction. Do not move it back and forth. Note that you should not move the knife back and forth because uneven pressure will damage the blade, especially for beginners. Where are you from? It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. The difference compared to a whetstone is that it requires a specific angle. If placed flat, you will only sharpen the knife body, not the blade. The ideal angle is just enough to fit a finger under the blade. Sharpen evenly for about 2 to 3 minutes. After sharpening one side, flip it over and sharpen the other side in the same way. Find the right angle and a comfortable position for sharpening. The method for choosing the angle is the same as before, only the way you hold the knife changes. Dear viewers, making videos isn't easy, and every comment, like, or follow from you is a huge motivation for me. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button. Thank you. Then wipe the knife clean with a cloth. Is the blade much shinier now than before? Hold the knife at eye level. If you see a straight, non-curved line, you've got it right. If you see any sides sticking out, continue grinding that side. Now try cutting a tomato or a piece of ginger. Once sharpened, the knife can easily cut ginger into extremely thin slices with a smooth, burr-free surface. It looks very nice. Cutting ginger is the easiest way to tell if a knife is sharp. A sharp knife will slice the ginger smoothly and evenly like jade. If the knife is dull, the ginger slices will be fibrous. When the knife is sharp, cutting is easy. When you're in a good mood, the food you make tastes better and looks more appealing. Therefore, once you learn this method, you no longer have to worry about dull knives and not knowing where to sharpen them. If the knife is dull, the ginger slices will be fibrous. Next, I'll show you how to remove rust from a knife. First, place the knife in a long plate or large box. Pour some white vinegar onto the knife. Vinegar helps soak into the knife, preventing the baking soda from washing away. Next, sprinkle some baking soda on top. Vinegar helps soak into the knife, preventing the baking soda from washing away. Continue pouring a little more vinegar onto the paper towel. This helps to increase the chemical reaction between the vinegar and baking soda. Do the same for both sides of the knife. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. Leave it undisturbed for about 10 minutes. This is when the chemical reaction takes place. Baking soda has strong cleaning properties, while vinegar helps to soften and clean. This method is especially effective for rusty items, Vinegar reacts with rust, iron oxide, and dissolves it. After soaking for a while, the rust can be easily wiped away. Now remove the paper towel and gently scrub with a soft bristle brush. In just a moment, the knife will be as shiny as new. To avoid scratching the knife, do not use aluminum wool or sandpaper. Use a soft bristled brush or sponge to clean it. With this method, you soften the stain first, then gently scrub it away. No need to worry about damaging the knife. Finally, rinse thoroughly with water. Wow, the results are amazing. The before and after are completely different. As the ancients said, to do a good job, you must first prepare the right tools. To cook a delicious meal, the knife must be sharp and easy to use. Dull and dirty knives not only ruin the shape of ingredients, but are also unhygienic, resulting in less delicious food. Today's method completely solves this problem, making dull knives sharp and shiny like new again. Additionally, knives should be dried thoroughly after washing and kept away from damp places. Paper towels can be used to dry the knife. They should not be stored in a sealed box. Instead, use a well-ventilated rack to prevent rust from impacts or moisture. Storing knives in a dry, cool place can significantly reduce the risk of rust. Here's a little tip. You can stick the blade of the knife into a jar of dry rice. Rice has a natural ability to absorb moisture, helping to draw out any remaining water vapor on the knife, thereby preventing oxidation and rust. This method is especially useful during the rainy season or in places with high humidity. Above are some tips on how to sharpen knives today. Have you learned them yet? If you found this helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends. The more people you help, the better. New videos every day? Don't forget to follow me. See you. Just pour hot water over a roll of toilet paper and you will be absolutely shocked by what happens next. Let's get started immediately. Take a regular full roll of toilet paper and place it on a clean, flat surface. Be extremely careful with this next step. The water must be very hot, almost at a boiling point. To activate the fibers properly, slowly pour the hot water evenly over the entire roll, soaking it completely until the paper becomes soft and pliable. Once it is thoroughly soaked, carefully remove the cardboard tube from the center. Don't rush this part. The paper needs to stay perfectly intact. When the material is finally cool enough to touch, gently press the roll with your hands to remove any excess water. We don't want it dripping wet. It just needs to be damp and soft to the touch. Now carefully tear the paper into smaller uniform pieces. The texture should feel delicate, fluffy, and moist. That is how you know it is perfect and ready for the next phase. It may sound very strange so far, but please stay with me. The best and most rewarding part of this tutorial is coming up very soon. Comment below with your city. Let's see where everyone's watching from. Next, grab a plastic jar or any clean container with a lid. This will be our base. Start by placing a thick layer of the softened paper at the bottom, just enough to cover it entirely. Smooth it out a bit with your fingers. Once you try it, you will never waste money on expensive chemical-filled air fresheners again. Now comes something that will truly elevate this trick to a professional level. Add 1 full capful of your favorite concentrated fabric softener. Choose a high-quality scent you love because this aroma will stay in your home for many days. Pour it gently over the paper, spreading it evenly. The smell alone at this stage is already amazing. Now sprinkle a small handful of coarse salt on top. If you happen to have those luxury perfume crystals or scent boosters, that is even better for a long-lasting fragrance. Comment yes if you're going to try this at home. Once that is done, grab a piece of aluminum foil and use it to cover the jar. You can even reuse clean foil from your kitchen. There is no need to waste a new sheet. Press the edges tightly so it is sealed well. Then, with a toothpick or a small skewer, poke several small, precise holes on top of the foil. These little openings will control exactly how the fragrance is released, slowly, steadily, and for weeks at a time. And now, our secret creation is complete. But what exactly is it for? You are about to find out. What we have just created is one of the most powerful and inexpensive natural air fresheners you can possibly make at home. Yes, this simple combination of toilet paper, fabric softener, salt, and aluminum foil can completely transform the smell of your home. It works beautifully in bathrooms, closets, laundry rooms, and even in the living room.